Item number not 20 is to amend fiscal year 25 budget to add 2 additional deputy sheriff positions at $45,000 and $15,187.50 fringe, which has been budgeted under Operation Lone Star at 4372602, Department 410, slots number 7 and 8. And this is about the same as the other item.
Motion to approve is presented, Judge.
Motion to approve as presented by Commissioner Solis.
I just have a correction on the fringe. I got 18,554 per slot on the fringe.
Well, if that's the correct amount. What is it?
18,554.
554.
Okay, let's get the correct amount.
We'll make that correction, Ms. Elica, on the motion.
Yes.
Okay. And we can do the same, Mr. Sturdy, on those. I guess you can bring them on, and hopefully we'll work to get that grant activated and get those reimbursements. But I know the sheriff has been needing additional officers, so this is.
Yes, it's, right now, we really absolutely need more officers, but, since we're already working, OLS right now, it's, a lot of people are seeing the difference, and we're slow to get into those.
Very well.
Hopefully we can see the presence.
Yeah, and I think I've already been told that there's been a lot more presence than.
Well, that's good to hear.
So it's a real good thing.
Sorry.
I'm happy that everybody else is happy.
Okay, Commissioner Solis, you made the motion? And Commissioner Moya second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 21. Well, thank you, Mr. Ian.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 21 is to approve the provision of $400,000 in intergovernmental transfer for Laredo Medical Center for DY 14 UC Advanced IGT due on February the 3rd, 2025.
Correct.
I reached out to the CEO. I guess we haven't been able to talk to them and see what kind of services they would be upgrading or providing for indigent. I know Pat, our indigent director, is in the audience. I asked her to prepare some. If you want to come up, Pat, and just so maybe we can relay the message of what is going right and what is not going so right with the program.
Also, just before she begins, last year we sent 500,000, and they returned not in January, $51,694.45 were refunded to us.
Oh, good.
51,000. What was that again?
694 with
45 cents.
So they.
I didn't.
I don't know how did that.
I don't know how they figured that out. I was hoping no one would ask.
So
I don't know how. I
Is that
saw
a
a couple
credit
of
that we have for
people.
this year?
No, it's just a refund. It's just a refund. So we're actually gonna send $100,000 less. So.
Yeah, that's due to our 8%.
Right, correct.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, our tax base dropping.
Basically, what we're doing this year is we're going through that same agreement that we have with them, so we can actually service the community and the indigent program through the Family Medical Center that
Right.
we have right here, which sometimes they have to go to LMC, which that's where it covers it, right? So we do have some, most of the stuff, well, it covers most of the stuff, but every year is different because it could end up being like, okay, the ER is not being covered anymore because they say that it's been taken over by another physicians, right? It could be another organization that is not, it's affiliated with LMC, but it's not the same.
So what you're saying is that an indigent qualified person from Zapata
Yes.
patient needs emergency care in Laredo, they won't.
We can't send them to the emergency.
And
Because
those are
it's not,
questions that I wanted to visit with Mr. Liad on.
and
you
then
know.
it is a big concern because we do have some cases that there's nothing we can do at the clinic because it is an emergency. So the FMPs try to send them to Laredo, we get them transportation with the ambulance and all that, but it's gotten to a point that they don't take the vouchers, so they just send the people back.
Because
we
what
had a
they're saying is that
situation-
the emergency room is not part of LMC anymore.
It's not part of the emergency, that's what
So-
the director for finances said.
So there's kind of subletting their
Yeah,
building
well-
to other entities?
To other entities, and then the thing is, they don't take, they'll just tell the patient, if they go with an ambulance, well, they're gonna take them in, and they'll end up with a statement about $3,000 or $4,000 that they have to pay on their own. If they go on their own, because a lot of people don't wanna go through the ambulance, they're not even.
And these are, patients from residents of Zapata that have been qualified under your program?
For the indigent program, yeah, that's only for
See,
the indigent program,
yeah, you know, I have these serious,
so.
concerns about, okay, I mean, maybe 400,000 might not seem like a lot of money to LMC, but, I mean, we are paying for these services for our indigent, and if we're not seeing it,
It
I-
sounds like a loophole that they've created that we should be able to get exemptions for.
Yes, and then that's why I reached out to Mr. Leal, and when I saw the item, of course, I reached out again. I mean, he's usually, you know, very responsive as to what our concerns are, but if they, in order
Turn
to
this
avoid
away.
some of these costs, are allowing another entity or another medical provider to run their emergency, then what's the agreement for?
Which is probably under their umbrella
Makes sense.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would think it's under their umbrella of LMC.
We do have a list of the physicians that are under LMC, which they're getting paid already, in other words. And those are the ones we normally send the patients, our patients, the indigent patients to. But now it's gotten to a point that they don't wanna take the vouchers either, because they say yes, we are under LMC, but we have a different, tax number or whatever. And, they just don't wanna take in the patients. So we're down to about maybe
Two doctors that
two doctors
are
out of the
available.
10 that were in the line. And sometimes I just have to pay, you probably see those POs that
Yeah.
I'm
So
asking
we're-
for because
we're
it's an
paying,
emergency.
and then we're having to pay again for
We're
our
having to
bill.
pay double because they don't wanna get, and we already talked to
Now,
the
these are serious
CFOs.
concerns,
Yeah, it is a
uh,
very serious concern. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is a time constraint. I mean, February the 3rd, is, I don't say it's a final deadline. I think we can probably extend,
To the next one, maybe, I'm not sure, we'll.
because I know we used to submit biannual, semi-annual.
I think there's another one that comes up in summer, so.
I think,
Because
yeah,
the reason is we don't wanna stay without the service, so we just keep on
Exactly.
going and going and going, right? But it's being less and less.
No, we don't wanna be taking advantage of it.
Yeah, we don't wanna
That's
be
what
taking
seems to be
advantage
happening
of it.
already.
Yeah, we're paying out of pocket. That's not working.
Interpretations, which are the ones for the physicians that are, make the interpretations of the diagnosis of, any exams like UTIs and MRIs or what. It didn't get paid before, and now we have to pay for it.
Because we have sent, they did send a list.
Maybe we need to start talking about.
Well, I don't have the list.
yes.
I mean, it's just like this, is
Well,
there a
I know
contract, no
Patty-
contract, agreement, it's just an agreement. So the agreement just keeps on going worse and worse every year, right?
Yeah, it
I
seems,
maybe
well,
that's what
and
we
then,
need to
I
do.
think what they're saying is, well, yeah, well, the county, you're providing less and less funds every year, but
But still, I mean,
But-
400,000 is.
It's
That
still
shouldn't
a lot.
matter, that shouldn't matter since last year they returned 51,000,
Exactly.
so.
Exactly, because we're not using it, completely.
And they
because
do
we
get
still use-
matching funds, from the, so, but that 400,000, maybe my arithmetic is not completely accurate, but probably turns out to be $1 million for them, with their match.
Yeah.
It is a concern now. The reason that, day one, stayed with LMC is because of the transportation for those indigent persons that do not have any transportation. It is very hard to schedule appointments for these patients that do not have that transportation, because I only have two ways of sending them, and it's probably with the Rainbow Bus, which is
Right, Valley Transit.
the Valley, and the elderly, bus,
Transportation.
which not everybody qualifies for. And then $5, $10, $12 for us, it would be okay, not for these people, because they are.
Not for everybody.
So I don't understand why they won't qualify with the county, they're indigent. I think we need to straighten that out with Ms.
We need to
Lopez,
fix
of
that,
course.
because
Yeah.
it's not only that, it's also,
I mean,
it's.
if
it's
we're the
always-
last resort, we have to take them, I mean, you
Exactly.
can't deny.
I wish we could, if that is one of my
Well,
major
we'll straighten
concerns.
that out.
Yeah, because, and also the scheduling. It's only 1 or 2 days out of the week, and then, so I have a patient that I have to make an appointment, and has to be because the doctors are not gonna say, okay, when does Zapata have the transportation?
No, I think what
Couple
we
weeks,
need
right?
to do is, those vehicles need to be, available.
Available.
for-
Readily
for
available at all
transport.
times.
I believe the Rio Valley is gonna, get another employee where they are gonna have the whole week. But then it's another situation also because it's like there they
Yeah,
actually have to
We're
pay
having
for
to
it.
jump a lot of hurdles for our
Yes.
patients that need it the most, so.
But it would be something to look into and try to fix all this because now we are actually using that.
Yeah, I know.
piece.
We-
We are using it, not like years before, and it was, nobody would know, I mean, what were the,
Yeah, what was the care that was given, we
situations
had
that we needed.
verification.
yeah, because
That
we're
was
not
easy-
sending
easy money
anybody.
for LLC.
So now we
You know,
need-
we have a primary care clinic, which is very
Yes,
helpful,
which
and,
is very
and I
good.
see a lot of traffic, there, more than what used to be, so they are providing a very
Oh,
valuable
they're
service.
providing a
As
tremendous
part of our
service.
$400,000 payment, yes.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
But,
So,
but yeah, we can, Mr. Gonzalez, maybe we can reach out to Mr. Leal and sit down with Pat and say, well, these are some of the issues
Concerns
if
we
you're
have.
not interested, maybe we need to,
Move on.
Move forward. So we're
Yes.
gonna table
Yeah,
it.
I think table it and we'll
I'll
get
make
together.
a motion
with
to
Mr. Leal
table.
And hopefully we can come up, some of the solutions that you're bringing up and then move forward, in the next,
Yes,
cycle.
I did leave you a little pamphlet there in your office.
Okay.
with
Yes, I
extra
saw it,
ones
yes.
For everybody else, so they all can see what are the services that we are given and what we are needing.
Correct.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank
We'll
you
pass
so
it
much.
around. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. Yeah, we'll do that, we'll table it, Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay.
So I had the motion to table.
Motion table by Commissioner Garfield, second by Commissioner Moore. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion table. Item number 22 is to discuss regarding new employees and the medical coverage effective dates. So, Ms. Nelly, I put this I reached out to Ms. Nelly, our personnel director, because the sheriff reached out to me a few weeks ago. Of course, he had a new employee, several new employees coming in, and we have a 60-day probationary period before the insurance kicks in. I visited with the sheriff last week, and said, you know, we're already 30 days in. I don't think, in my opinion, is kind of moving on and doing something to our policy, if there was only 30 days, it is a probationary period, 60 days before the health insurance kicks in. Of course, if they're injured on the job, we do have, they'll be under workman's comps, it's just the health insurance part of it. Do we wanna make that change day one, whoever we hire, throughout the county, or do we just, tailor it to, just law enforcement? I think it might create some issues, so.
What is the reason for that 60-day delay?
That has been our policy since.
It's a probationary period, some
Yes.
employees might not work out, you know.
Usually,
It's usually like on the
done
dental
because-
and stuff, right?
Mande?
Is
No,
usually
it's
just
on
on the
everything.
dental, or it's on everything?
It's
on
on everything, and usually it's because there is, sometimes we do have large amounts of turnaround, so that probationary period gives us a little bit of,
Stability, yeah.
stability, and, you know, because of us having to enroll them and then remove them off the insurance.
Correct.
So, that's why we do have that 60-day wait period, but, and it's been across for all employees since.
I just-
Yeah, I see the
reasoning behind it.
reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
If you were to change it,
I mean, we're-
would not help out.
If we do change it, I did reach out to, Texas Association of Counties, and they did state that since we're in the middle of the year, calendar year,
It's not
that we
recommended.
will be, incurred some additional fees, in,
Yeah, no.
to make.
And the sheriff is okay, I talked to him and he said, oh, we're 30 days in, so
Yeah.
basically those new employees will have.
Yeah, but for the future,
For the
just check
future,
on that.
we-
Yeah.
If you do, consider that, that would be something that once,
At the renewal time? Yeah.
Right,
renewal
it's
time
not the
comes
time.
Did they
around.
give you like an amount, more or less, of what would be the difference?
No,
No?
Well, that's if we were to change it right now, right?
yes,
Oh,
that's
okay.
if we
Yeah,
were
I
to
mean,
change
this
it.
will be for the future, you know, so there's a time and place for that.
Okay.
So there's no action on this?
No action, okay. No action on 22. Thank you, Ms. Nelly.
Thank you.
Item, number 23 is to hire Juan Carmona on slot number 2 at $10.48 an hour as custodian maintenance for Department 516, effective January 27, 2025. Ms. Dione, yes, morning.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning,
Morning.
Commissioners.
Motion approved by Commissioner Moya, seconded by Commissioner Solis. Any discussion? Is
To
that?
hire, yes, I'm requesting this morning to be able to hire for, the vacant slot.
Yes,
we have
that
in the
was,
department.
Mr. Pedro Guzman retired
Pedro
last year.
retired,
And,
yes.
and Mr. Hernandez had to wait, I guess, almost 2.5 months, he did have substantial, comp
Comp time.
time when he retired, so.
And we have Manuel
Who's
on medical leave right
medical
now
leave,
also,
so she did a-
we are in dire need
Of course,
help.
the salary for Mr. Pedro, was substantially higher than the 1048.
Correct.
So we're starting him off at, the.
1048. That's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Motion and second.
Let us know, my guys are always, ready.
Thank you.
Appreciate that,
Commissioner.
Commissioner.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Ms.
Okay,
Young.
thank you.
Thank you.
Item, number 24 is to purchase tables and chairs for the Los Ebanos Golf Course. I know, I see Ms. Laura in the audience. I did ask Laura, I visited the golf course. Of course, everything in the building is county, property. And those chairs, I guess, have been there in the table since the golf course opened many years ago. Some of them are, basically a liability danger,
Yeah,
Commissioners.
I've seen some that are there.
So,
Yeah, you walk in and it's kinda like, okay.
and yeah, and certainly they're dangerous, we don't want anybody to get hurt, and then, so I asked Ms. Lauda to get some quotes, see if she could, find some prices on tables and chairs and bring it to court. I guess that's where we're at, Ms. Lauda?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good. It's, like $4,500.
For how many tables and,
9 tables and 36 chairs.
9 tables and 36 chairs.
Yes.
Are they the plastic ones or the lifetime, or or are they,
Like the ones that they have there.
Motion to
Oh.
approve, Judge.
Oh,
I
they're
mean,
regular.
they're
Yeah,
sturdy.
they're like the bar chairs, right?
Yeah.
Judge, I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of 9 tables with 36 chairs and the amount of 4,500.
And who's the vendor, Ms. Lauda?
Quill?
Quill?
Quill.
Okay. The Quill Corporation, I know they, over the years.
I'll second that motion, Judge.
Motion by, Commissioner Solis, second by Commissioner Garza. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The old tables are county property, we'll auction them off,
Yes.
the first chance we get. That's all.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
I guess, Commissioners, your crews, maybe we can help Ms. Lauda move
Yeah.
when they come in.
We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. Just-
Okay.
just Go ahead and we'll take care of it.
Item, number 25 is, and this was out of non-department.
Yeah.
Item number 25 is to replace the HVAC, the air conditioning system at the Zapata Community Center that services the Haida Task Force offices. I know they're gonna be using now, so it's a small unit.
Yes.
It's,
And it's $2,800.
so it's a small AC that,
Quick
that's,
air.
is it a mini split or is it a?
No,
It's a regular
Yeah.
HVAC.
Motion to
approve,
approve the
Judge.
HVAC for $2,800, with quick air services.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, second by
Second.
Commissioner
Garza.
Garza. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Item number 26 is to request the use of the community center for Dr. Seuss Community Health Fair on Monday, March 17, 2025, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. This is a free community event designed to encourage healthy lifestyle and connect you to our local resources. Ms. Becky, good to see you.
Yes, it's like the one that I made for the Spooktacular Fest, but this time I had health issues, so I
That's very
pointed
nice,
forward
yes.
to Dr. Seuss and to help promote our businesses and what we have to offer here in the county.
There's always a great turnout,
Yes,
yeah, so,
yes.
thank you for taking this on and bringing this to our community. Thank you.
Motion to approve.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you.
Motion by Commissioner Garza, seconded by Commissioner Solis, and I guess the center is available, yes.
It's already talked to Ms. Garza.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item, number 27, to discuss and take action on the San Ignacio, water plant project. Morning, Mr. Gonzalez.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. On the San Ignacio project, I have an update for the construction work that's ongoing. The contractor has been moving along with the work there. They completed the work on the existing, the clarifier that was being repaired on
Right.
the west side. And they're looking to get it filled, start getting it filled today.
Wow.
And then
How long had that trailer been
It-
out of operation?
It has been out for a very long time. We don't, at this time, the demand from the community doesn't require for both the clarifiers to be working.
Right.
So it had been out for a very long time. The interior, the drive gears and the funnel that controls all the sludge in there
Yeah.
were not operational. So all that got replaced with new equipment completely. The other thing was the two filters also on the west side. Those, same thing, they're not required to meet the demand, so those have been out for a long time. So those are already now completely.
So now we can alternate, I guess,
Well, we're gonna repair the two on the east side.
and you've got,
And then we're also gonna do some minor repairs to the clarifier on the east side, because that one had been repaired about 3 years ago, and we could already see some rust spots developing and some areas that just needed to be touched up. It's not as extensive as the one that we currently just completed, but it does need to have, the chlorine within the water, it accelerates the oxidation on the materials. The valves have been exchanged out,
yeah, that was, well,
that was a big job because, those valves have been there also probably since, the late eighties, early eighties, and so it's been many years. So now they have, functioning valves within the plant. The two filter pumps have been installed, the two high service pumps, same thing, have been installed. The control system, that plant is now fully automated. So it will turn on the raw water pump, the filter pumps, and the high service pumps on its own, and it'll function on its, by itself. The operators will then take samples of water, monitor the quality of the water that's coming through.
but they won't have that extra duty of physically going and turning on the pump.
No, it'll turn on automatically.
Yeah,
That's a big-
as the water is needed, it'll turn on automatically and it starts going through this process. And then, once the tanks get filled, it'll shut off automatically.
And then we're gonna have the water coming from the top instead of from the bottom. the
That
same thing.
is already, working like that.
Correct.
It's already filling from the top,
Alright.
so the quality of the water is
Better.
gonna be much better. The other thing is we're having a walkthrough tomorrow with, the contractor to do a pre-final inspection. They have until, the end of this month, which is, I guess, the end of the week, to get substantially complete, and then, we'll, assess what's pending. At this time, we invoiced, invoice number 10 for $71,796.25, and that puts them at 80,
90% or something.
well, more like 82%.
82.
Yeah, so because of on the clarifiers, since we're gonna be starting them today, they don't have full credit for that yet. They don't have full credit for the filters either, because I'll give them credit once they're running. So they have like 90%, 80% on some of those items. And then the control panels also, they have 90%, and those are big ticket items.
Right.
So, there's roughly a balance remaining of like 226,000. Once those items go to 100%, like I mentioned, those three items right there hold about $80,000. So
So I make a motion to approve invoice number 10 in the amount of $71,796.25 to Axstar.
Star.
Yes, motion by Commissioner Solis, second by Commissioner Moya, and then payable to Muflon.
Yeah, correct.
So, yeah, okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Did you have an engineering invoice on that project?
No, not.
Okay, so move on to 28. Well, I mean, that one, I'm glad we're all, that'll be a major improvement, so I think all those, expenses that the county has incurred, they have been uploaded to the portal, hopefully,
Yeah.
with the audit being, hopefully we can get those
Completed,
reimbursements
yeah.
soon.
Yeah, with the audit, I know Roxy on Friday sent a lot of documents
To TDA, yeah, hopefully we can get.
Have we gotten word from the governor's office to see from the budget for the audit?
What do you mean?
To see like if we're gonna have to pay anything back or nothing to that effect.
Oh, no, on that, no, we haven't received word.
On behalf of the county, we've paid over $700,000
Yeah,
on that job.
so that, we taken money that, from our fund balance to pay for all this, so that'll be going back to our fund
So,
balance.
yeah, they're pretty good once we're, now that everything's said, I mean, it shouldn't take long.
Yeah, we got, I figured close to $750,000 we paid on this. I don't know, which is, I mean, it's a substantial project, major improvement to that water plant. Item number 28 is discuss and take action on the status of the Zapata Booster Station, project.
On this one, Judge and Commissioners, we've been having, monthly meetings with the, project administrators and the contractor to, work the project through, and, we're pending, the ground storage tank to be delivered and, the generator. So those items, I did, communicate with the storage tank company. They were gonna deliver initially late December, then they changed it to January. Now they sent an email that they're gonna deliver in March.
Wow.
And we had a progress meeting, the judge attended, and we were gonna need to request an extension on that project. We're anticipating requesting an extension of 6 months from the end date of the contract, so that we're able to cover their delivery plus of the tank, and then the construction of it, then, all the connections that go to the tank itself. So that, we'll send out the letter to TDA.
How many extensions can we make? I mean, I think initially we're gonna request a 3-month extension.
Yes, and it.
I mean, this project has been horrendous. It has just been a nightmare. We've lost, opportunities for, additional funds and, grant opportunities. I really wanna get out of this. Either they finish this or, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess we don't have a choice for this extension, but somewhere along the line, the contractor, whatever contractor is, they need to accept responsibility for not, placing, these items and finishing these projects on time. I mean, I really haven't seen any urgency from the contractor.
There's, the items that are pending is just, they've been pending for a while, and I don't know how to get them, other than we started those monthly meetings.
So by asking for this extension, we are gonna be penalized by TDA in the future.
We are, because, they'll review what work has been completed, but by asking for the extension, if they grant it, then we'll get reimbursed on the funds that are still out from the county, especially like the tank.
So what if they say no?
If they say no, then you have until the end of February, whatever gets completed up to that point. My understanding is that's how much the county then will get reimbursed for up to that point. The original contract time ends at the end of February.
So anything after the 28th of February is on our nickel?
Yeah,
right?
it'll be.
If they don't.
Whatever's not completed, if it's not completed.
If they don't award an extension, correct.
Yeah, so I'll have to get on the phone and, kind of plead with TDA, but it's just, both projects, the drainage project, the
Yeah, I was
grant
gonna ask if we
administrator.
could combine
I
them
mean,
together.
it's just, this has been a loser of a project, from the get-go. And, I mean, it's an important project, it's just the way it's been handled by almost everyone involved. Not counting the engineer, that was always been, but
We had issues
I
with
would say everybody else involved, oh my God.
We had issues with the grant administrator at the beginning also, with the grant administrator at the
They've been
beginning.
horrible.
Yeah.
We did have some delays on the archaeological surveys as well, on the drainage portion of it, and then we initially did the job, and it came in over budget, we redesigned it, and we rebid it again, we got a contract on board, and it took some significant time to get bonding, and then once we had the bonding, then we started construction, but.
Then we can't get the
there's-
parts.
It's.
Cause the contractor doesn't have the funding, and it's one thing after another, and so.
So that ground storage tank, they can only buy from that one?
Well, that's what, no, they can't.
Well, they already paid it.
Oh, they paid it?
They're just waiting for delivery, but they already paid it.
But I mean, it's been that long, I remember sitting back there and we were still talking about the same issue before I
Yeah.
came in. And
Yeah.
So
I think
that-
It just,
the times-
it's really cost us,
you know,
it's cost the county
It's not.
substantial opportunities and additional grant funding.
And
It's gonna
cost
set us
more.
back, now we're gonna ask for an extension, it might be denied, but just by asking for the extension, TDA is gonna give us a dirty look next time we apply for funding.
Is it the same
I
deadline
mean,
for the
it's all-
drainage project and the-
Everything right now, it's all bad, nothing's good about moving forward with this project.
Right.
Other than completing it and out on the county's dime and bringing pressure to our, residents,
Residents.
that's a good thing, but we shouldn't have to absorb the cost for it.
Right, now especially if you got the, you know, a grant,
Self-funded.
that's covering the 95% of it.
Wow.
So
Who's the
county-
contractor?
The county's matching 5%, Frank's Construction. So, and then the drainage one, which is the next item, well, the extension is, it's one contract, number, it's the CFC 210191, so both this booster station and the drainage project
Will be
are under
included?
that same, number, but the other one, this one we're projecting would be done by like July, and the other one would be done like maybe, like a month or two before.
Okay.
But, we are pending, on this one, it's just, we need to extend, that, and we did have a small invoice for $13,015 for some completion work on the connection from the tank that came in and the pump house that they have there already. That's
So
what-
that 13,000 for X-Star,
X-Star, correct.
for Frank's?
Motion to approve, invoice number, what was that again, the invoice number?
Invoice number 9,
Invoice number 9, 13,015, so X-Star again.
and, the contractor's Frank's
In
Construction.
Frank's Construction.
And they're at 74%.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Moya. Any discussion? And all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
29, discuss and take action on the status of Zapata drainage project. I think, yeah.
So the
So we'll
drainage
have an
project-
extension on this too, Commissioner?
It's on the same one.
But yes, hopefully, yeah, so I mean, they'll help us, they certainly wanna try to help us, but it does, affect our rating, I guess.
It does.
I mean, it's just like, you know, having a credit rating and you don't finish on time, you lose some points.
That's correct.
That's something for the court to think about in the future with the
Yeah.
contractors.
With contractors and extensions, yeah.
We're sending out, a letter today to TDA, we'll have, Roxy uploaded, but I did wanna present it to the court, so
That's
the
fine.
court's, aware of where the status is of these projects and where they're at. And, so on that one, we're pending the bonding, I know that we had.
I think
some-
it came in.
Okay, all right, so
Yeah,
then
I did see
we'll
that
include that
document.
in the contract, and then we'll get an executed contract, and then, I think we have 120 days for that to be completed.
Yes,
So then
so,
we will
and
have-
I think as soon as your crews can, serving crews can stake out what the county's portion of that project will entail, we can get our dozer commissioners and
Yeah.
start cleaning it out.
Yeah.
So we can, whenever you're ready for that,
So?
Yes, we'll stake it out, and, I'd like to have the pre-construction meeting.
Okay,
So that,
I'm fine.
yeah,
Well,
so
I
then
know.
when we get the crews working on that, I'm gonna have the contractor working on, the north part that the county had already cleared, start working on that.
okay,
portion.
so yeah, we'll coordinate,
Yeah.
I just want, that's fine.
Okay, that was just a.
That's the one on
an update
16th,
on
right?
this.
The one on 16th?
The one on 16, correct. That's just a report update on
All
that,
right.
then we'll have to ask for, an extension on the drain.
Okay, thank you, okay, thank you,
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr. Lee.
Thank you.
Item number 30 is to discuss and possible action applying to TxDOT's 2025 Transportation Alternative Program calls for projects, deadline to apply February 2025. So yes, Commissioners, this is an opportunity to get involved with TxDOT on possible transportation. It's there in your package. I mean, there's a considerable amount of projects that we can possibly apply for. We just need to get on the list, I guess. So you know, possible improvements would be bikeway improvements, pedestrian improvements, so, I mean, there's different type of projects that we may be interested in.
Give it a shot.
We'll make a motion to open, applying for TxDOT 2025 Transportation Alternative Program Call for projects.
Yes.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Garza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Right. Commissioner Figueroa, good morning.
Great.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Item number 31 is to approve a resolution authorizing submitting the recreational trails grant application to Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, designating Zapata County representative for the project application. So this is just part of the same project, sir?
Yes, Judge, this is the typical standard resolution authorizing the submission of application.
Okay.
So that for each grant application, we have to have a resolution. There are two items there that I want you to bring to your attention. One is the appointment of the person that is going to be the representative of the county, and the person authorized to make the decisions of the application of the grant. In the past, it has been the county judge, but it can be a county commissioner, it can be the
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution and to designate Judge Racco to represent for the project.
I'll second the motion.
Motion
The
by-
other item that goes in the resolution is the name of the project. We don't have a name yet, but I would like to recommend something like Falcon Lake Neighborhood Trail or Falcon
That
Lake
sounds
Nature
perfect.
Trail.
Sounds good.
Anything with the word nature is clear to the heart of Parks and Wildlife, so.
Sounds good.
I think Falcon Lake Neighborhood Trail sounds
Yeah, sounds good.
very appealing to me, huh?
Neighborhood of nature.
Neighborhood, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Neighborhood nature.
Thank you, Judge.
thank you.
I'll add it to the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, second by Commissioner Garza. All those in favor say aye. Motion carries.
Mayor, please give me a minute to
Yes, sir.
make some comments. I don't know how many of you saw the Laredo Morning Time newspaper yesterday. There is a whole section of Zapata County. It's very nice. It's very complimentary to the county. It discusses the efforts of the county to improve water service countywide. And describe the whole project in San Ignacio. It has a report on the Emergency Operations Center. It has a report on the improvement of the arena.
Okay.
Yes.
That's another good project that the county is moving along. It reports that the Congressman Cuellar has been very helpful and very instrumental in the county being funded for this project. I missed any mention of the park and the fishing and the other amenities of the county. I hope that in the future, this article will include recreation, parks, open space, and the opportunities that the lake and the governments bring to make Zapata a destination place. That people want to
Correct.
come here, that people want to live here, people want to retire. So we need to thank the paper for the article, it's very nice. It has some nice color pictures. But we need to bring to their attention that, hey, guys.
I didn't see that story. We don't get Laredo Times unless you have it on digital.
Correct.
But I think that's
There's a
good.
whole section, Judge, it's a whole, part of it.
They did reach out to us, to me a few months
Oh,
ago.
they quote you several
Yeah, yeah.
times,
And,
they
yeah.
quote you several times.
And off the top of your head, you're trying to remember everything, Mr. Covina, so I'm sure I left some things out that I should have probably said, but I appreciate them running that story.
And, thank you again for,
Okay.
authorizing, Manuel and myself to,
I appreciate your service over the years to the county.
Thank you, Mr. Vargas.
Thank you, Mr. Colina Vargas. Thank you.
Item, we're at 32 now, Commissioner? To approve an agreement with J3 Supply for the annual inspections, maintenance, and recharging on all portable fire extinguishers. Mr. Moreno, are you here? Yes.
Yes.
Good day, folks.
Morning, Jim.
Morning, good morning.
Morning.
So, Mr. Moreno, I saw that, I guess you are already, supplying the
sir.
county, providing the service?
I have been doing the fire extinguishers and services for you guys for the past 4 or 5 years now. And I had never been asked to submit a agreement or service contract.
So you would just deal with the individual
I would just come
department?
in with the individuals, but I'm glad that you asked for it because I do Jim Hawks County and Duval County. I submit them a contract and it runs for 1 year from January through December. And then we resubmit the contract in January for the following year. So what it entitles is all the services that we offer as far as, you know, the recertifying new ones, you know, anything that needs to be done within the extinguishers, the hydro testing or whatever, is all on here. So we just come in, make sure that everything's good, everything is in proper working condition, mounted in the right, you know, brackets, make sure that everything is good for, if there was ever a situation where you need to use one, they're ready to go. They're functional, you know, they've been serviced correctly and so forth.
So
You
it's,
also offer safety supplies as well, right?
And we also do safety supplies as well. We're full-blown safety supply store, so we offer a wide variety of different.
So I guess we should go out for bids then, and open it up for bids and see if we have any other companies.
I think, I know you've been doing it, I guess informally with just the departments. I don't know, the court has never taken any action.
People are just bringing invoice for mainly.
So
the fire
if
department.
we are, if you are gonna be the exclusive provider for the entire county,
We would have to
I
go
think
out.
we almost, Mr. Fierro, have to go out for proposals, I would think.
Judge, if we've never done it in the past, Judge, we should probably start the practice, at least for this specific service. Now, I'm not certain how many, you know, once we advertise, how many other entities would be interested in it.
Right.
But nonetheless, it'd probably be the proper protocol to take, Judge, on this matter.
Yeah.
We can leave it.
Yeah, so we certainly appreciate your service
Yes,
over the
sir.
years, but
Yes, sir.
I think if we're gonna do it as you, the exclusive provider to the county
We
with
would
an
have to go out
agreement,
for bids.
we do have to open it up, sir.
Sure.
And, I'm sure you understand that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, we appreciate you expressing interest, and I hope you, once we go out, I guess we'll put a proposal in the paper and we'll have it run it for 2 weeks, normally is what we do, and,
We would like to talk to Chief Aliaga also, just to see,
Yes.
to get his input on it also.
okay, yeah, that'd be great, yeah, as a fire chief.
So
So, yeah, we'll go ahead and
motion to
take, we'll go out for
See,
bid.
so I'll make a motion to go out for bids for annual inspection, maintenance, and recharging on all portable fire extinguishers.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Garza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Moreno.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
we'll be looking forward to hearing from you.
They'll be in the local newspaper, Zapata County News,
Okay.
which comes out every Thursday.
Got it.
Item number 33, and we have some consent items, Commissioner, before we get to the executive.
Motion to approve.
Consent items 35
And
and 36, which will be streetlights for 302 Third Street and 2177 Park Drive.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, second by Commissioner Moya. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We've got some resolutions and proclamations. So, we have item number 37 is to update the authorized official on resolutions in support of the following grants. And basically, the Sheriff, Montes will now be the authorized official on all these grants, so that would be the update, Commissioner.
Okay. Motion to approve, Judge.
Motion to approve, Sheriff Ramon Montes as the authorized official on, grant number 3166506, grant, 3672907, Operation Stone Garden, grant number 4975901, Victims of Crime Program, and grant number 4976401, the Frontline Wellness. Motion in a second.
Just to add, to clarify, the first one, grant number 3616506 is the local border security program.
Local border security, okay, I didn't have that, okay. Okay. Got a motion and second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye. Garza
Motion
Solis.
carries. We'll go, to item number, 33 and 34 are executive session items. Item number 33 is to discuss an issue related to a Zapata County wastewater lift station easement. And number 34 is, to review and take action on possible breach of lease agreement, with Zapata County Chamber of Commerce on county-owned buildings. These items, will be in executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071, consultation with attorney.
Motion to go into executive
Motion
session.
by Commissioner, Garza to enter to executive session, second by Commissioner Solis. We are now in executive session.
Hello, ma'am. ¿Cómo amaneció?
Bien, bien. Can you come by the office when
Sure.
you get done?
Yeah.
Just, un problemita. Nothing serious.
No, I'll stop by ahorita.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then-
Ralph, how are you doing, sir? I didn't see you in the audience. You just come in or what?
Yeah, I saw you
You were
there.
behind Andrew?
It's sitter.
That's gonna do it.
Microphone. Yeah. We are ready.
You ready? Okay.
Judge, I make a motion to return to regular session.
Motion by Commissioner Solis to
I'll
return to
second
regular
that
session,
motion.
seconded by Commissioner Garza. For the record, no action was taken in executive session. We'll move on to item number 33, to discuss an issue related to a Zapata County wastewater lift station easement.
Judge, I'll make a motion to order a survey for proposed estimate and acquisition of easement at proposed price for Zapata County wastewater lift station easement for the property 2099 Lakeshore Drive, and to hire premier engineer for professional services to survey the easement.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Garza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 34 is to review and take action on possible breach of lease agreement with Zapata Chamber of Commerce on county-owned building.
Judge, I make a motion to enforce the breach of lease agreement between Zapata County and Zapata Chamber of Commerce.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Moya. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Commissioner, before we adjourn, during the invoices, that were approved, I forgot to include, 2 invoices for approval. And this is, our sprinkler system throughout the courthouse was not operating properly. I did hire Mr. Rene Garcia to evaluate, the control system, all the sprinkler heads. So he spent 2 weeks, fixing, all the sprinklers. So now the entire courthouse grounds, has, access to water. His, price was $2,500 for the labor. And then the county did purchase, a PO for parts of $375.62 from Clark Hardware, in Laredo. And so I would just like to include these 2 for approval.
Can I modify my motion and include these 2 invoices?
For the invoices,
For, okay.
For our number
What
6?
number? What number?
Agenda item number 6,
Number six.
it'll be $2,500 to Rene Garcia Landscaping and $375
For
for
Clark.
60 cents.
For
I
Clark Harbor.
apologize for, just, I left them out. Okay.
I'll second that motion, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner Solis to add additional invoices to the invoices already approved, seconded by Commissioner Garza. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn, Judge.
Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Moya. We're now adjourned. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Judge.
Let me have the.
Oye, Joey.
Qué bueno.